Hello everyone and welcome back to Nocturne News. I'm Nick.
And I'm Cass.
And this is episode 4.
Unfortunately, we've been away for a little while because we had some personal things to deal with, but now we're back.
We're back and we have a ton of great music to share with you, starting with...
This is going to be Glass Apple Bonsai, which I have their awesome little maze that we got with their album.
Yeah, they have an album, Night Maze, that has been out for a little while. They had a pressing on vinyl they came out with, the special maze game that came with it, which is awesome. And we just had a chance to see them live. They're touring with Grendel right now. It's Grendel, Strip Liquor, and Glass Apple Bonsai. So check them out and see if they're coming to a location near you. But yeah, we got a treat for you with some live footage of Glass Apple Bonsai doing their track, I Can't Feel, which is off of Night Maze, coming at you now.
I think I've said this a billion times, but I can't feel your soul awake in my broken mind, but I can't feel. I must have said this a million times, but I can't feel your soul awake in my broken mind, and I can't feel.
That was Glass Apple Bonsai live at Reggie's, and now we're going to show you a little snippet of Machines off their new album.
Their album that just came out is called The All Night Starlight Electronic Cafe.
Which we love those long titles, don't we?
Absolutely. Check it out.
Machines are dancing. Machines are dancing. Machines are dancing. You lie awake at night, listen to sounds of betrayal.
That was Machines by Glass Apple Bonsai, the Canadian synthwave extraordinaire.
With a very nice hat.
With a very nice hat. He has now, this is his 4th album for Glass Apple Bonsai, and this one is a little bit of a return in style to the album Night Maze, which was the 2nd Glass Apple Bonsai album. And when we just saw him at Reggie's, they played a good amount of stuff off of Night Maze and off of the new album, but the previous album, In the Dark, which we both really love, he only played a little bit off of that. But if you are fans of synthwave in general and great dancey, vocal-driven,
or as our one friend said, as soon as they started playing, that's 80s. So if you liked Now That's 80s CDs,
especially the new album has a very retro feel to it.
It does.
It's got a strong kind of synth pop, synthwave vibe. The dancey element is there. Lyrically, fantastic.
I mean, his voice is amazing, and that's the really big part, is that he translates extremely well on stage.
You can tell they're having a great time up there.
They have a great time.
And I've been wanting to see them live for a very long time, so when we heard they were touring with Grendel, we got super excited, and the show was a lot of fun. So they're still on tour, I believe, right now, so you can go check them out, hopefully in an area near you, and definitely go and look for the All Night Starlight Electronic Cafe. That was Under the Skin with their song Not Here off of the album Negative. They are from Poland, and I guess it's...
one guy, and he likes to refer himself as a post-punk double espresso, which I think is a very nice title. It is extremely Bauhausy. His voice sounds like he's a ghost in the side of the room. It's really kind of like mournful,
very gloomy aesthetic to it.
Aesthetic.
But great kind of guitar-driven If you're a fan of like Drab Majesty, you'll probably really dig them. I think the album listens great all the way through. I'm really enjoying it. But that particular track, Not Here, caught our attention.
You could get some like Batwing ethereal dancing, gothy
Absolutely.
dancing going. But of course, we have more coming up. We have another review, which is also a Bandcamp find because there's just everything. Thank the internet. And this is what we're going to show you right about now.
Walk into my life like you're steady. Show me all your teeth. Tap me heavy.
That was Mouse by Second Still off of Violet Phase, which is their second LP, came out on March 17th of this year.
You can find that on Bandcamp. That's how we found them. And yeah, it's got, throughout the entire range of the album, some stuff is a little bit kind of more gloomy, some of it's more upbeat and synth-driven, some guitar-driven stuff, and kind of vocally, almost kind of has like a
He wanted to say a Courtney Love.
little Courtney Love-ish.
That he compared to her or her vocals to in particular earlier, which it does have that kind of like 90s Riot Girl type sense. It also, in ways of like lyricists, which some people might like this and some people might not, it kind of reminds me of Amanda Palmer. It is very much like poem written first, though I think it's not the person who wrote it who's singing it. I think that was actually another. I do believe that this is a duo. And I think that I was reading on his Bandcamp, or their Bandcamp, that he wrote it during a winter in their native, like they're from LA. So that's really interesting to hear one person singing something that's so like close to the heart that another person wrote, especially since this album kind of seems to be about an ex.
It seems very personal lyrically,
Yeah.
but it's definitely got that type of indie vibe and
Disjointed. A lot of piano in the mix as well. They have some.
There's some like weird sax samples
Yeah,
in
and
there
violin as
and
well.
things like that. So
And-
it's got a lot of layers to it here and there. There's at least 4 or 5 tracks that I really liked.
Yeah, which definitely makes it an album worth getting. Unfortunately, their cassette that they had for sale on Bandcamp is sold out, but you can still get their digital album if you go to their Bandcamp.
I am the serpent, and I'm here to stay. Have you seen me fail? Have you seen me scale? Have you seen me fail? Have you seen me wail?
That was Serpent by Red Velvet Deception from their brand new album. You can find that on Bandcamp and also on their YouTube channel.
Where they do these live recordings of this new album. So Serpent is a part of it. They haven't done something before this in 3 years. They're from Uden, Netherlands. And we randomly found it through the algorithms of YouTube. So congratulations, YouTube.
Yeah, it's cool to be able to see the duo in the studio performing and kind of rehearsing
Yeah.
the full album and then listening to the studio one that they put out as well. It's amazing how great they do sound live in the studio. So definitely go check their channel out. And if you're fans of old throwback bands, you're, Tones on Tail and Daniel Ash solo stuff,
Oh, yeah,
you're
definitely.
really going to like these
Yeah.
guys. They have really solid sound.
Gloomy
and
crooners.
gloomy and just great lyrics, and they have a couple music videos. It seems like they're going to be coming out with some new stuff to support the new album. So definitely one to keep an eye on. It's Red Velvet Deception. Great name.
It really is. It really is. And I was actually surprised when we listened to them, just like how danceable and complete it was from start to finish. Much different from their first stuff. Their first stuff was kind of more synthy. Or
Seems
like,
a little bit
synthy
more
pop.
kind of, post-punk, a little pop, indie pop, post-punk.
Mm-hmm.
And this is definitely more dark wave, kind of gloomy.
Gets into the 80s like club goth singles that you hear nowadays, like when you go to a late bar.
Absolutely.
Now we're going to tell you all about the tours that are coming up, happening right now in this month, starting off with She Passed Away, which unfortunately is sold out in Chicago and New York, but of course check your local listings. They are touring at the moment. They are from Turkey, so this may be the only time you get to see them. This is like the only tour or show part of the tour that's happening in this Midwest. But then, of course, we do have another band that's coming up.
Yeah, Three Teeth doing a whole national tour to support their new album. A lot of music videos coming out, like one for every song as well with it. If you're a big Three Teeth fan, this will definitely be a good show to see live because the two bands touring with them, the support bands, are fantastic. Some of my favorite acts, we got Author and Punisher and Ghost, G-O-S-T, Ghost or Ghost, who's a synthwave band that's we've seen with Perturbator and a whole bunch of times before. Big fan of them. And Author and Punisher, single artist who constructs his own instruments out of different machines. Fantastic kind of wall of noise sound. Very cool live stuff. So
it's amazing how he just actually makes those. Like, he
phenomenal.
must have like a degree, or maybe he went to trade school.
Sort of
I have no
engineering
idea.
degree or
Some sort
something.
of engineering degree.
Very cool stuff.
Yeah, it's really fun watching. You just feel encased and encompassed by the music.
It's probably one of the most engaging single person acts that I've had a chance to see, and it's always great to see him live. So definitely enough opportunities to see him throughout the country. This is a huge tour, lots of different dates. So make sure to check your listings for Three Teeth coming near you.
Of course, locally in Chicago, since we're talking about a lot of post-punk, wanted to mention this one band that's going to be playing at Empty Bottle. It is Temple of Angels. It's July 24th.
You know how much we love live shows. We had an opportunity just recently in Chicago to check out at Westfest, which is a outdoor 3-day music festival and kind of arts festival here in the city of Chicago. And of course, we saw Boy Harsher, which is one of our favorite bands. If you don't know Boy Harsher yet, what are you doing? They are fantastic.
It's a lot of great energy live. She really enjoys like performing. He loves. They had a microphone at Westfest that you'll see, especially if you watch him as he's DJing. That when he was doing all of the disjointed shouts.
You can tell they're having a good time. Yeah. And it was a hot day.
Around.
It was a great show. It was a free concert.
Who doesn't love those?
It was really a lot of fun, and they're still supporting their brand new album, which came out at the beginning of the year, called Careful, and they just released the Careful remixes, both digitally. You can find it on Bandcamp as well. They released the two 12 inches. So if you're a DJ, you got to check these out. It's you got Come Closer and Tears. Both of those came out as singles on vinyl with a whole bunch of remixes. And so if you're a DJ and for some reason you're not playing Boy Harsher in the clubs, what are you doing? So whether you're a vinyl DJ or not, you need to be playing them. And check out these remixes, and we will leave you with that footage. But as always, remember to like and subscribe to Strange Ways Radio, the channel, and give us some comments and some love on our video here. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time.
dream.